What's up, y'all? So today we talking about. Now I haven't had this lately because I haven't paid attention, but then again, I have because it still didn't break down the way that I want to break down. Have y'all ever made something that required cheese, slices of cheese, or something, and the cheese don't melt right? What is going on with our cheese, America? I was trying to figure out what was going on because a while back, right, I had I had bought, so I think it was some potato skins, and I put them in the oven. Oh, they was gonna be nice and cheesy and creamy. Oh, they was gonna melt my mouth up, baby. Strings was gonna be coming from everywhere. I went to check on them potato skins. Ain't no cheese went nowhere. In fact, it was still like in the still shape of the little shreds. It never did melt. I cut up the heat on them. It never did melt. It didn't move. If anything, it started looking more plasticky and sugary, or like some granule was on it or something. Like it wouldn't melt down. And then one time, I had company, and I didn't want to make no macaroni and cheese from scratch, so I bought some of that Bob Evans type of cheese or some type of macaroni and cheese or a generic brand of macaroni and cheese. I can't remember which one it was. Had the cheese, macaroni all hot, put me a slice of cheese in there all hot. It gonna stir it up, gonna melt it up, gonna put some pepper on there. It's about to go down. Ain't no cheese went nowhere yet. I'm stirring it up in the bowl, getting it hot in the center. When I turned it over, it was still slices. Them cheeses hadn't broke down. They hadn't moved. They hadn't done nothing. So, it was crazy because I had talked to a coworker that said the same thing. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I caught myself making me a cheeseburger. Had my cheese on top, had it melting, had my stove hot warm. Didn't melt. If anything, you getting a burnt hamburger and some cheese that ain't moving. Getting potato skins with cheese ain't moving. What is going on here? Now, this article was published 2015. Kraft cheese won't melt. Numerous Americans have not only observed Kraft cheese melting, but have enjoyed a cheeseburger or two. Kraft cheese won't ever melt even at high temperatures. False about this rating. I don't know if it was Kraft cheese or if it was a different type of cheese, but I have had some cheeses that would not melt. I saw a video on Facebook about Kraft American single slice cheeses that it's not cheese, and even burning it, it will not melt, as if it's made of plastic. Why do you use plastic in your cheese? Now I have to stop using Kraft cheese. Very sad. Now, I don't know anything about Kraft cheese. Like I said, I don't remember what cheese I had, but I know some things that I buy, the cheese ain't cheesing. Y'all, I don't know what happened. My thing had froze up. Let's see if it keep on doing it. Because I don't want to start it over. Origins. In December 2014, I got to keep watching the screen, make sure it don't freeze up no more. In December 2014, a rumor claiming that Kraft cheese, are we still on air? We still on air. Y'all, did y'all see me freeze up? In December 2014, a rumor claiming Kraft brand cheese slices do not melt even when directly exposed to high heat began to circulate on social media sites. The claim was often accompanied by one or more several videos in which a user attempted to heat a single slice of Kraft cheese using a lighter, only to discover the food stuff did not melt. One of most widely circulated clips of a Kraft cheese slice failing to melt was appended with observation, and we wonder why cancer is on the rise. One odd aspect of the claim was its juxtaposition with a commonly lived experience in the United States. Kraft cheese singles are a very popular selection for grilled cheese sandwiches and cheeseburgers. And most people have not only observed Kraft cheese melting, but have also consumed many prepared dishes that featured melted Kraft cheese. On Facebook and YouTube, Kraft's social media team endeavored to address concerns raised after customers viewed one or more of the videos, some of whom themselves attempted to melt the cheese with a lighter. In one Facebook comment, a Kraft representative replied, "Thanks for sharing your concern. First, we'd like to clarify that we do not recommend attempting to melt any of our cheese products by holding them to a lighter or a flame. It's certainly not how they are meant to be enjoyed. Now, if you want to make a delicious grilled cheese using Kraft singles in a more traditional manner, we like the old-fashioned frying pan method. You'll get the cheesy, melty goodness you expect." Kraft singles are made with emulsifiers, an ingredient commonly used in products such as chocolate and salad dressings, which hold fat and protein together. In fact, the fat and proteins are bound so tightly that they don't separate even at high heat levels, like an open flame. In case of natural cheese where there are no emulsifiers to bind the protein and fat, heat causes the fat to separate and drip off as you would expect. On the other hand, Kraft singles need longer heat for cheese particles to melt and flow, thus creating the perfect gooey, uniform melt that our fans know and love. In concern with individuals' response, Kraft representative posted a video to YouTube explaining the phenomenon, showing two Kraft food scientists describing the cheese emulsification process in creating a grilled cheese sandwich using Kraft singles. At the end of the clip, the two halves of the sandwich are pulled apart to illustrate that cheese indeed melt uniformly. A number of cheeses or processed cheese won't melt when exposed to direct flame or very high heat, Kraft included. This effect is commonly used by chefs to create crispy cheese crust or a melt-style sandwich, and is generally observed in all but the softest cheese. However, when exposed to standard melting conditions such as is used for the interior of grilled cheese sandwich, Kraft cheese will melt like any other cheese. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know if my problem was even with Kraft, but I know some cheeses that I have got or something and cooked in the oven, or it came, with cheese drizzled on top, and I put it in the oven, that cheese didn't move. And then I also had read something about, like, this man was saying something about he was making some type of dip. He had some type of big soiree finna go on at his house, and he was making something with the Quesno cheese, and he was trying to make a dip. He said that block didn't move. Now, I don't know. I ain't never tried the block or whatever, and the cheese didn't move. But I'm thinking the cheese moving now because everybody liking this rodeo stuff. Or what is that stuff called? Everybody eating this dip. Rotel. Yeah, everybody liking this rodeo rotel. So I'm guessing it's moving now. But I didn't have some cheese with on some stuff or some cheese slices. And that cheese ain't budge. Y'all tell me, have y'all been having problem with cheese? Let me know. Mwah.